A rhetorical question can be an exceptional persuasive technique, but how do you write a rhetorical question that not only reaches your audience, but persuades them too? Well, this video will answer that question. Welcome, authors, to Next Level Writing. In this video, we will investigate rhetorical questions and my top 5 starters that you can use to write your own rhetorical question. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you like this video and would like to see more, visit the Next Level Writing website. The link is in this video's description. Now, isn't it time we got started? First, a quick reflection on what rhetorical questions are. Rhetorical questions are questions that are not meant to be answered, but rather are persuasive techniques used to highlight a point to the reader. While each rhetorical question will reflect the content that you are talking about in your persuasive writing, they are still connected by a common thread. With that being said, here are my top 5 rhetorical question starters to make your life a little bit easier. Rhetorical question starter number 1. Have you ever thought? Have you ever thought is a great way to start a rhetorical question. This is because you are asking the question directly to the audience and, considering they are reading your writing, there is a good chance you have forced some thoughts inside their mind and they will make the connections. Rhetorical question examples that begin with have you ever thought include: have you ever thought there may be more to life than playing games? Have you ever thought of the consequences of deforestation? Have you ever thought that space travel could bring about more challenges than we are ready for? Rhetorical question starter number 2. How could you possibly? How could you possibly is an excellent rhetorical question starter when you want to highlight a devastating outcome or a hyperbolic statement. To use this starter effectively, think disastrous. Examples of rhetorical questions that begin with how could you possibly include: how could you possibly want an animal species to go extinct? How could you possibly treat another person inhumanely? Or even, how could you possibly think that this is the right thing to do? Rhetorical question starter number 3. Do you really want? Do you really want is similar to the last example of rhetorical question starter, but with one difference. This one is more useful for current events rather than future catastrophic events. It can also be a bit more abstract in nature. Rhetorical question examples that begin with do you really want include: do you really want to make that decision? Do you really want life to be like that? Do you really want to leave that type of legacy? Rhetorical question starter number 4. Who would or who wouldn't? Who would or who wouldn't is a more informal style of rhetorical question starter. This is an excellent starter if you would like to add a bit of levity to some very serious points. Rhetorical question examples that begin with who would or who wouldn't include: who wouldn't enjoy more free time to participate in hobbies? Who would want that responsibility? Who wouldn't enjoy living a healthier life? Rhetorical question starter number 5. Isn't it time? Isn't it time style rhetorical questions appeal to the audience's desire to act. This type of rhetorical question works wonders when it links to the call to action at the end of the persuasive piece. Examples of rhetorical questions that begin with "Isn't it time?" include: Isn't it time we made a change? Isn't it time we listened to the experts? Isn't it time we consider the needs of those less fortunate? And that's that. My top 5 ways to start a rhetorical question. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and check out the website. And as always, keep taking your writing to the next level.